After almost 500 days of sobriety, I decided to take a drink again, and here's why. Firstly, I'd like to make it clear that I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just someone that found the drink was having much more negatives than positives on my life, so I wanted to commit to a year off it. And then after the initial year, I didn't have much want for it, so I ended up staying off it for another few months. I was also in two minds about whether or not I'd make this video, because over the past year, I've got an overwhelming amount of messages from people that were inspired by my sobriety journey and decided to do the same. And the last thing that I'd want is to let these people down or make them think that I'm using my platform to encourage alcohol, because I'm definitely not. But an even bigger part of me understands the importance of being open and honest on social media, and I never want to say one thing and do another, so I felt that I needed to make this video. I wanted to start this, however, by highlighting how much of a positive impact giving up the drink had in my life, and encouraging anyone else that is on a sober journey to continue to do so, especially if your life has drastically improved. As someone who drank almost every weekend since I was about 13 or 14, I convinced myself that I needed alcohol to meet new people, do new things and go new places, but by going sober for a year, I proved all them doubts wrong. I was able to travel the world, host my own events, speak in front of hundreds of people and go to countless social occasions without ever needing a drop of alcohol. The difference that this made to my confidence was just absolutely unbelievable. I felt like I unlocked a new level as a person. During my time with no alcohol, I've never been as productive. My businesses grew 5 times over, and the level of mental clarity I had was like something that I've never experienced before. Going alcohol free is like a superpower for business, productivity and mental clarity. So now you're probably thinking, why the fuck would I drink again? And see, to be honest, there's zero justification that I'm going to give you here that's going to make you think that's a really good reason to drink again, especially if you're someone that's quite anti-alcohol. And I could make up some bullshit for why I'm drinking, but I just want to be truthful. To be completely honest, alcohol loosens me out a bit. I have a lot of fun after a few drinks, and I enjoy the crack of sitting at a pub, buying rounds, and just the full atmosphere of being on the pints. And I know that that's maybe not a great reason, but I think that if I can do this in moderation, without taking it too far, without blacking out, and without ruining my life every time I drink, that is something that I would like to do. The reason that I originally went off alcohol is because I was finding myself blackout drunk, remembering nothing and getting zero benefits. I feel like since I'd done the year off it as well, I've been so used to being sober that I'm hyper aware of how alcohol's affecting me. So the past 2 times that I've been out drinking, I've really noticed how it's affecting my body. Whereas previously I would have just kept drinking and drinking to get to this level that I was never going to hit. Whereas now, after a few drinks, I'm happy enough. So I've been out twice since going off it, and both times I've been in bed before 12. I've enjoyed a few pints, had a bit of crack, and there's been no harm done. However, I have made the promise that if I ever find myself blackout drunk again, or even if alcohol's having major negatives on my life, I'll completely cut it out. I want to highlight again that this video is not me telling you what to do. It's more so me just being honest about my journey, where I'm at, and the reasons for doing it. A lot of you might watch this video and think that just because I enjoy having a few pints, that that's not a good enough reason. But to be honest, I don't feel like I need to justify why I'm having a drink again, but I wanted to make this video just to talk about it because I know that a lot of people have been involved in this journey, and I wanted to highlight how good of a thing sobriety has been for me, and how much I think that if people are off the drink and noticing major benefits from that, that they should definitely stay off it. But at the same time, everyone just needs to make their own decisions. And I will still 100% be using periods of sobriety for when I feel like I need it to be more productive, or else just get more mental clarity. Instead of being all or nothing with being sober or else drinking, I'll probably go a few months with no alcohol completely, and then over summer when I have a bit more events and I'm relaxing a bit, I will drink more alcohol. It's not going to be a case of I drink every weekend now or I don't drink at all. I'll just take it or leave it depending on where I'm at. Different reasons for different seasons, that's the saying. Something like that. Thank you for listening. I will be back to talking about calories and air fryers tomorrow.